So now, it's official. The Rugged Rebel has become a part of SPW, Spotlight Pro Wrestling. And some people might ask, why has the Rugged Rebel come to SPW? And the answer is quite simple. I came to SPW to win. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Starting with the SPW Resurgence Rumble. I'm gonna win the Resurgence Rumble and become the #1 contender to the SPW Championship. And speaking of the SPW Championship, I'm calling out Daniel Mars, the SPW champion. Daniel Mars, you best be ready to face the Rugged Rebel at Destination Glory, because on that night, when your name is up in the lights and you see me as your opponent, you're gonna be in for the fight of your life. And you know what? If you think that you can just take me lightly, you've got another thing coming. I've had multiple championships, and now I'm setting my sights on that SPW title. And as long as you have that SPW championship around your waist, you've got a target on your back. And that's exactly what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing all of my efforts on that SPW championship, because at Destination Glory, when you and I step in that ring, after all the smoke is cleared, after everything, after the crowd is done chanting, I'm going to be the one standing in the center of that ring, holding up the SPW championship, and I will be the new SPW champion. And anybody that wants to stand in my path, why don't you line up? And one by one, the Rugged Rebel's gonna teach each and every one of you a lesson in respect. Because I didn't come to SPW to lose. No. I came to SPW for victory and to dominate. Anybody that's seen me in other promotions knows exactly what they're in store for. And SPW, the roster of SPW is going to see exactly what the Rugged Rebel is made of. So to everybody else in the Resurgence Rumble, be ready. Because I'm going to eliminate each and every one of you. And I'm going to win that thing. And Daniel Mars, you can rest assured you're going to be seeing me in the ring real soon at Destination Glory. So SPW, it's official. The Rugged Rebel is a part of the roster. And that's good news for me and bad news for some of you. So SPW, you've been put on notice. The Rugged Rebel has arrived.
That is the newest member of the SPW roster. And this, what the hell happened? Seth McInerney knocked out backstage. He's got Resurgence in a week.
Can make a man humble. They say defeat can make a man miserable. Me doesn't change me. I am still the same Peruvian asshole that you've all learned to know. Some love, some hate. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is that now I have another victim to crush. And this person is a veteran in call wrestling. This man has held titles in all the organization that he's been in. He has beaten the top talent in every call organization out there. This man is currently 0-2. And after our match, he will go 0-3. The man I'm talking about right now is Levi McIntyre. You see, Levi, I want you to know one thing. I don't care what title you've held. I don't care who you've beaten. I don't care where you've been. What matters is not your past, is the future. In the future, is Stefan Guerrero, the Peruvian asshole. The future is you being 0-3. The future is me taking you out. You see, Levi, what happens when you go 0-3? What will be of you? Your problem is this. You let your emotions get the best of you. You have this built up frustration. And that is your big downfall. Someone like me, I don't have emotions. I don't show compassion. And that's my advantage going into our match. You see, Levi, after I beat you, I'll move up the ladder and get one step closer to getting a shot at the SPW world title. And believe me, I will get my shot. I don't care who is the champion. If it's Daniel Mars, if it's Seth McInerney, or it's Jake Krack, or it's you, it does not matter to me. What matters is me holding that title above my head and looking down all of you in misery and pain, bowing down to me. You see, Levi, after our match, I will put you out of your misery. It doesn't matter if I knock you out with my rolling elbow, or if I lock in that Peruvian necktie and choke you out. But after our match, you will be extinct for good. You have been warned.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight Pro Wrestling Episode 4. Now, we heard from the newest member of the SPW roster, the Rugged Rebel, who will make his SPW debut at Resurgence. But yet, we also saw the number 1 contender for the SPW World Heavyweight Championship laid out in the back. Now, I don't even know if he's going to be able to make it to the main event tonight. He is teaming with Jay Krack and Conrad Ontavius Corleone to take on Daniel Mars, David Rivera, and The One. But with him being laid out, I don't even know if he's going to make it to the main event. So look forward to a handicap match main event. Levi McIntyre in the ring, looking to break his losing streak tonight against this man, the Peruvian asshole, Stefan Guerrero. Stefan Guerrero trying to pick up his first W here in Spotlight Pro Wrestling, and he is looking to make an impact on the Unforgiving Levi McIntyre tonight. Stefan Guerrero last week lost a 3-way dance to become the number 1 contender to the Gen X Championship, which that right is now held by the instant classic David Rivera, who we will see in the main event tonight. But he is looking to put himself in the World Championship title picture, and what better way to do it than going up against the Unforgiving Levi McIntyre. McIntyre Guerrero here, SPW Episode 4. Both men lock up now, and McIntyre getting the best with a front face lock. Big snap suplex by the Unforgiving Levi McIntyre. Now McIntyre is not normally known for it in other federations, but here in Spotlight Pro Wrestling, he is definitely known for his submission techniques, and that right there, that devastating German suplex. But the one thing you have to look out for in the Peruvian asshole Stefan Guerrero is that Peruvian necktie, that Koji clutch. And he is very deadly with that massively impacted submission hold. And he also, if he hits you with that rolling elbow, Shit's lights out for you, ladies and gentlemen. But Levi McIntire, big counter there on Stefan Guerrero, and kicks straight to the back. Now this is the first time these two superstars have met in a squared circle in the Call Wrestling industry. And these two looking to impress the SPW universe, looking to move up the rankings for the number 3 spot in the World Championship title rankings. Big snap! Power slam there by Levi McIntire. What I've noticed early in this match is it's back and forth. High-paced action between the Peruvian asshole, Stefan Guerrero, and the unforgiving Levi McIntire. Action on the outside, and McIntire trying to get the action back into the ring, throwing Guerrero in the ring, and now Guerrero back on the outside. And McIntire trying to put together a good combo, but Guerrero fighting back to McIntire, but a big knee to the gut, and that running knee straight to the face of Stefan Guerrero. Guerrero, big counter, throwing McIntire back into the ring, and the elbow going straight across the face of Levi McIntire. You see, both these men will be a part of the 20-man Resurgence Rumble next Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, Resurgence, SPW's very first CPV, as we see a big Enziguri. And McIntire back on the attack. Resurgence, the very first SPW click-per-view. And the main event is going to be the 20-man Resurgence Battle Royal. The winner will get the World Championship title match at Destination Glory. And here we go. Big Shining Wizard by Levi McIntire. But no, the winner of the Resurgence Rumble will get a championship bout at Destination Glory in 2 months' time. Now, that is going to be the biggest showcase in SPW. The Resurgence Rumble will take place next week, ladies and gentlemen, and Resurgence will take place next week as well. The World Championship title match will be headlining the show. Cover 1, kick out at 1 by McIntire. The world title will take center stage before the Resurgence Rumble, as we will see Daniel Mars, the UK sensation, defend the championship for the very first time against the Anarchist Seth McInerney. Big move, cover 1, 2, kick out at 2 by the Peruvian asshole, Stefan Guerrero. McIntire taking apart the announce table in frustration right now that he could not put away the Peruvian asshole. And now what is McIntire thinking here, ladies and gentlemen? Right in front of me, right in front of this announce table. No way. McIntire looking for something devastating. McIntire, Death Valley Driver through the announce table. That has to put the body of Stefan Guerrero into a million pieces, but Guerrero up and moving and back into the ring. Levi McIntire countered there by Stefan Guerrero. How Guerrero is moving after being put through the announce table is beyond me. But Stefan Guerrero, big blissful maneuver, taking down McIntire, but McIntire with the rake of the eyes. Stefan Guerrero, the heart of a champion here, looking to recover from any punishment, but McIntire back on the attack, dragging Guerrero to the center ring, and we got to cover 1, 2, kick out at 2 by the Peruvian asshole. Stefan Guerrero catches the leg and throwing down McIntire, but McIntire rolling out of the way of that elbow drop. Again, great back and forth action. Big DDT out of nowhere by Stefan Guerrero. And that seems to really have angered Mr. Levi McIntire, as we see a drop to hold, taking down Guerrero. Now, reversal by McIntire. Big Enziguri taking down Stefan Guerrero. Wait a second. Elbow to the side of the face. Stefan Guerrero. Wait a second. Peruvian necktie. This could be it. Will McIntyre tap out? Will McIntyre tap out? McIntyre gets to the ropes in time, breaking the hold does Guerrero. And Guerrero countered once again, but countering Levi McIntyre as well. Throwing McIntyre across the ring does Guerrero. Now, what Stefan Guerrero wants to do is come up with a big victory here. Wait a second. What a move! What a devastating maneuver by Levi McIntyre. He is dragging the Peruvian asshole to the center of the ring. We gotta cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by the Peruvian asshole, Stefan Guerrero. What Guerrero is trying to do is establish himself here in SPW against a big name talent like the Unforgiving McIntyre. 1, 2. Kick out at the last second by Levi McIntyre. But what Stefan Guerrero is trying to do is prove himself against an established name in the car wrestling world. Wait a second. Sleeper hold applied. Tap out. Tap out victory by Levi McIntyre. What a way to pick up the victory against Stefan Guerrero. Guerrero though. Pipe to the back of Levi McIntyre. What is this? Stefan Guerrero, no.
This is a direct message to all you 19 other men who will be entering the Resurgence.
A direct message?
I want you to realize that Levi McIntyre is the first victim on the list. This man has just felt my wrath. And come Resurgence, all you 19 other men will be victims as well. And when it's all said and done, I will win the Resurgence Rumble. I will go on to face the world champion. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's Daniel Mars or it's Seth McInerney. Boys, I know right now you're watching in the back. And I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. Because believe me, whoever comes out on top between both of you, I will face either one of you sooner than later for that title. And when that happens, I will take that belt away from either one of you. And you will be lying on this canvas, flat on your back, in pain and in misery, just like Levi McIntyre. Levi McIntyre, I want you to realize one thing right now, as you're lying here, miserable and in pain. As long as I am here, you will never be SPW World Champion, and I will always be superior to you. Everyone has
What is
been
Guerrero's problem here? We'll be right back to Payback.
Well, it is I, the Ghetto Texan Garnett Court, coming back at you and seeing the fact that I made not so easy work over the one in getting my first SPW victory. It seems like the people that be the promotion has decided to call me back to another SPW match against somebody named the Scottish Submission Machine Scott McShannon. Now, from what I heard the commentators say about him, that requires me to do a little breaking down of him. First of all, the promotion that he represents, DWP, is nothing more but a joke promotion. And here I go shooting again. Second of all, his title resume is nothing but a hot flaming ball of shit. That doesn't mean shit to me because he hasn't faced anybody that has really been important in this call wrestling world. And three, the fact that he calls himself a submission machine but hasn't really proven himself against the best talent in the call wrestling world is nothing but a fucking joke to me, man. It's nothing but a joke. Sorry for the whistle, but still, I am not going to make easy work out of the Scottish submission machine. If it's a submission battle he wants, he's gonna get it. But it'll be he who will be tapping the fuck out. That way I can shove a ball of haggis up his ass, but that's another story for another time. Anyways, on to the Resurgence Battle Royal and the Diamond Division Tournament. I mean, first of all, I don't even care much for the Resurgence Battle Royal. Not because of the fact that I loathe Battle Royals, but it's because of the fact that I haven't really proven myself to be the best. I mean, to be one of SPW's elite. And even if I do win the next match against Scott McShannon, it ain't gonna be much of a difference because if you think about it, all those guys really have experience. I just have the most asses to kick with no experience, really, over the last 2 years, but still, I don't want to be involved in the Resurgence Battle Royal if I know I don't really have a chance to win. Now, as far as the Diamond Division tournament, which is really kind of crazy to me because diamonds are supposed to be a girl's best friend, not a guy. So I like to call it the Step Up Division tournament. I don't know who my opponent is going to be in the Step Up Division tournament, but like the so-called Scottish submission machine, man, I know that I'm going to be giving them the best fucking fight they'll ever think about. And I'll prove to the rest of the car wrestling world why once again, the Ghetto Texan Garnett Court just ain't the one to be fucked with. Done!
Welcome back to SPW Payback episode 4, and we've got Jay Krack laid out in the back, ladies and gentlemen. So, first, we've got Seth McInerney laid out in the back. Now, Jay Krack, Seth McInerney is unable to compete tonight after sustaining multiple contusions and a massive concussion. Will he even be able to compete in the main event of Resurgence? And now Jay Krack. Now something's fishy here because both men are in the main event in the 6-man tag. So now it looks like we're going to have a 3-on-1 handicap match. We're going to see Daniel Mars, David Rivera, and the one go against Gen X champion Conrad Ontavious Corleone. Something just doesn't add up here, ladies and gentlemen. But we just heard from this man, the Ghetto Texan, Garnett Court. He is here, returning to Spotlight Pro Wrestling tonight to take on the Scottish submission machine, Scott Shannon, in his debut match. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Scott McShannon on his way to the ring. Scott McShannon, ladies and gentlemen, a former multi-time World Heavyweight Champion, looking to make an impact here in the place, in the company, that anything can and will happen, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you've got a man like Scott McShannon here in Spotlight Pro Wrestling. Scott McShannon will be one of the 20 men in the SPW Resurgence Rumble next week on our first ever click-per-view Resurgence. Now here we go. We've got Scott McShannon, the Scottish submission machine. We've got the Ghetto Texan, Garnett Court, McShannon, Court, Spotlight Pro Wrestling episode 4. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. McShannon and Court walking up center of the ring. Garnett Court getting a best of McShannon right now from facelock, elbow to the side of the head. Garnett Court, he has held only one championship in his 2-year call career, and that is the BCW Boston Championship Wrestling All-Star Championship, which is currently underway right now, the All-Star Challenge over at Boston Championship Wrestling. Scott McShannon on the attack here on Court, trying to get the advantage, but Court out of nowhere reversing. Scott McShannon, big back body drop by Garnett Court. Garnett Court on the attack, looking to take out the biggest opponent in his call career yet, multi-time world champion, Scott McShannon. Big snapmare by Court. Garnett Court seems to have a counter for every little thing Scott McShannon is throwing at him right now. And Scott McShannon said in a promo on our SPW Facebook fan page that he will make anybody tap out to any move. And Garnett Court said in his promo, he saw that as a challenge. He saw the Scottish submission machine as a challenge, and he is looking to make him tap out tonight here on Payback episode 4. But one thing that is really impressive about Garnett Court here in SPW is he's got a newfound mean streak, ladies and gentlemen. He is utilizing a simple move to the T and making people tap to it. That is the bear hug, which he defeated the one with last week. And now Court pounding away on Scott McShannon. Now, if he can lock in that bear hug here tonight on Scott McShannon, that could be all she wrote for the Scottish submission machine in his debut. Cover here. 1. Kick out after that big roll up for 1 by Garnett Court. Court is definitely one of the talents that is underrated. Garnett Court can definitely get it done in the squared circle. People say he can't cut a promo worth shit. This may be true in some aspects, but his promos have been getting better by the week. SPW is bringing out the best in the Ghetto, Texan, Garnett Court. And there we go. Bear hug by Garnett Court. Court could be making Scott McShannon tap out here. And he lets McShannon go. Garnett Court letting Scott McShannon go. That could have been the worst decision of Garnett Court's life, but Court countering McShannon once again. Scott McShannon, DWP, former world champion, and several other feds. He is a former world heavyweight champion. But none of that matters here in SPW as Garnett Court wrenches the back, looking to put away the Scottish submission machine. We got to cover here. 1, 2, kick out at 2 by Scott McShannon. The man from Glasgow, Scotland, looking to make an impact here in SPW. All he needs to do is cement his first victory here against the Ghetto, Texan, Garnett Court, and he can go on strong to the Resurgence Rumble by Court sidestepping Mr. Scott McShannon and bringing him out there to drop. Garnett Court, again, like I said, showing that newfound mean streak. Garnett Court trying to show everybody that he is not the one to be fucked with. And here we go. Big counter once again by the Ghetto, Texan, Garnett Court. Roll up here by Court. 1. Kick out at 1 by the Scottish submission machine, Scott McShannon. Irish whip to the outside of the ring by Garnett Court. Garnett Court definitely on the attack here on Scott McShannon, not letting McShannon get any breathing room. That is what you need to do against a 10-year veteran like Scott McShannon. You cannot let him breathe. You cannot let him get distance away from you, because with a man like Scott McShannon, that is where he becomes most dangerous. If you give him an inch, he will take a mile, like right now. McShannon looking to get back into the ring after that big combo. And here we go. McShannon collides with Court one more time. Both men lock up center of the ring. Court getting the better of this. Court overpowering Scott McShannon as he drags him to the center of the ring. Looking for the cover. 1, 2. Kicked out at the last second by Scott McShannon. And at the Resurgence CPV, Garnett Court will be at hand in the Diamond Division tournament. And the Diamond Division is for the brightest, youngest stars who maybe don't look the best, can't cut the best promo, but it is a place for them to hone their craft. The Diamond Division is. And Garnett Court's going to be the bright and shining star of the Diamond Division. Here we go. Covered by Court. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Scott McShannon. And McShannon already looking to try to become World Heavyweight Champion. But after that massive combination by Court, it could be lights out for Scott McShannon. Cover here. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by the Scottish submission machine. And big maneuver there by McShannon, looking to try and build some momentum, trying to get some room away from Garnett Court, but Court winning the lockup. Bear hug! Locked in on Scott McShannon! Will McShannon tap? Will McShannon tap out? The Scottish submission machine taps! What an upset! Garnett Court defeats Scott McShannon here on SPW Payback Episode 4. This entire crowd here tonight in shock and awe. Garnett Court defeats a multi-time world champion in the Scottish submission machine, Scott McShannon. Ladies and gentlemen, what a big upset. But up next, we are about to hear from the savior of car wrestling, Shambo. Garnett Court victorious on SPW Payback Episode 4.
So I didn't win my chamber match. Big deal. The Saviour Shambo has a lot more to do than fight for the Gen X Championship. Yeah, I'm here in SPW for one main reason. To prove my former employers wrong. And from what I've been seeing so far here in SPW, they cannot just leave the past in the past. Marco Rose has come over and corrupted your World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Mars and converted him over to his new Rose Garden. And to top it all off, a rebuttal to what I was saying in my promo on my debut last week in Spotlight Pro Wrestling. You get the wannabe rock star, the wannabe John Morrison, the wannabe Kurt Cobain. Chronix responding to me. Chronix, I saw you, man. You know that you guys need me over there. So much so that Marco has asked me to be in the Intercontinental Championship tournament over in YWF. And yeah, I said yes. But it's not because I wanted to come back. It's because I simply wanted to prove a point. To prove the point that I can win championship gold with my back against the wall. But this isn't YWF. This is something much greater than YWF. Look at the ratings. YWF cannot compare to what's happening here in the future of Call Wrestling, in the future of Call Entertainment, which is SPW. And Chronix, I want to ask you one thing and one thing only. After I dispose of Austin Juhasz tonight, I want you at Resurgence, one-on-one. The Saviour Shambo versus the wannabe white trash rock star, Chronix. I'll be waiting for your answer. And Juhasz, may the best man win tonight. I don't care about wins or losses, because I've aligned myself with the people who will take this business to the next level. And when you find out who I'm talking about, oh, it will make everything so much clearer. And Chronix, at Resurgence, I will make sure you will not forget the name of Shambo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SPW Payback Episode 4. We just heard from this man, the savior of Call Wrestling, Shambo. And honestly, he is calling out one of our partner companies that he used to work for. He's calling out YWF. And in specific, he's calling out Marco Rose and Chronix. This superstar must have a death wish, but he is taking on this man tonight. The man who has been the most impressive superstar in the Gen X division just waiting for his moment to shine. This is Austin Juhasz. Austin Juhasz looking to get his first singles victory, and he's got a tough road ahead of him against the savior of car wrestling, Shambo. Shambo, Juhasz, Gen X action here on Payback. Both men locking up center of the ring, and Shambo getting the better of Austin Juhasz, snapping up that big hurricanrana. Now the one thing you definitely need to look for from Shambo: one, he is a former world heavyweight champion. Two, you need to watch out for that 6-foot pile driver, that ShamWow destroyer. Shambo can hit that out of nowhere. And if he hits that on Juhasz tonight, that could be all she wrote for Austin Juhasz. Shambo, big counter there off to Austin Juhasz. Big Japanese arm drag as well. Now Shambo definitely giving up a lot of size here against Austin Juhasz. Shambo is not the biggest man on the roster, not by far. He is probably the smallest superstar on the roster, but Shambo trying a big kick. Japanese arm drag taking down Juhasz once again. Shambo doing exactly what, using exactly what brought him to the dance, using his legs to his advantage here. Shambo is a big striker with his legs. He can damage any part of a man's body with his legs. And as we saw right there, Shambo taking down Juhasz. But Juhasz not going down lightly, but gets caught with that Japanese arm drag again. Juhasz catching Shambo, dropping with a big backbreaker, and dropping all of his weight onto the chest of Shambo. And now a flurry of punches for Juhasz, but Shambo drop kick to the back. Shambo, a wily veteran here in the car wrestling industry, trying once again with that savate kick, but cannot connect. Big punch there by Juhasz, taking down Shambo. Now Shambo trying to get his first win here in Spotlight Pro Wrestling, dropping the knees across the throat of Austin Juhasz. Wait a second, submission attempt here, working on the arm of Austin Juhasz is Shambo. Will Juhasz tap out here? Juhasz let out of that arm breaker. Shambo trying to go back on the attack. Juhasz countered, and Shambo now. Half Boston Crab by Shambo. Shambo definitely not letting Juhasz get out of the starting gate here. Shambo has just been all over the young man, Austin Juhasz. Wait a second. Suplex counter there by Juhasz. And great back and forth action here in the Gen X division between Austin Juhasz and Shambo counters with that big Japanese arm drag right air into a backbreaker by Juhasz. Juhasz dropping all of his weight on Shambo once again. Austin Juhasz, not once but twice, has been so close to the SPW Gen X Division Championship. He ended up one of the last two superstars with Comrade Ontavious Corleone in the chamber match last week, and also in the title match, the debut title match. He was one of the two men in the ladder match, 2 count only for Juhasz. He was one of the two men in the ladder match, him and NJ Knox. And Austin Juhasz just needs to get his break here in SPW, and the Gen X division will be his. Big snap suplex there by Austin Juhasz. Juhasz on the attack here. Cover by Juhasz. 1. Kick out at 1 by the savior, Shambo. Big hip toss by Shambo. Shambo has a counter for any move Austin Juhasz is able to throw at him. ShamWow Destroyer! He has just decimated Austin Juhasz. Shambo sending a message straight to Chronix. 1, 2, whoa! Kick out at 2! How can Juhasz still be standing, let alone fighting back here. Cover one. Kick out at one by Shambo. How in the world is Austin Juhasz still standing, yet still able to function after that big sick flip pile driver by Shambo? Counter rolling out of the way by Juhasz. Wait a second. Shamwow destroyed. Never mind. Counter. Great face plant there by Austin Juhasz. Juhasz looking to finish off Shambo's clothesline to the back of the head of Shambo. Austin Juhasz definitely looking to be the breakout star of SPW. Shamwow Destroyer once again. Juhasz busted open. This is academic now. Two Shamwow Destroyers cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2 once again by Austin Juhasz. What does Shambo have to do to Austin Juhasz? What does Shambo have to do? Juhasz hit with not 1 but 2 sick flip pile drivers by Shambo and still fighting back. Shambo countered elbow to the side of the head by Juhasz. Exploder suplex out of nowhere. 1, 2. Kick out at the last second by Shambo. The big splash. The big splash cover. 1, 2, 3. Austin Juhasz upsets the Saviour Shambo. Austin Juhasz victorious in this Gen X division battle. Austin Juhasz, the heart of a champion, hit with 2 ShamWow Destroyers dropped right on the top of his head. Still coming back to win. Austin Juhasz defeats Shambo here on SPW Payback, episode 4, ladies and gentlemen. My God, what an amazing bout. Great matchup between these 2 amazing Gen X division superstars.
Welcome back. I would call this the Tony Blaze show, but the whole SPW is the Tony Blaze show. You see, this pay-per-view is called Resurgence. What a proper name for a proper superstar. No one in this match, on this card, in that locker room, can touch me. Not on this mic, not in that ring, nowhere. I'm untouchable. I am Tony Blaze. Oh, you didn't know about me? I'm the guy that's going to go into Resurgence. I'm going to claim what's rightfully mine. I'm going to kick everyone's ass in that match. Then, I'm going to go on to dominate the Diamond division. The division that was properly named after me, might add. I'm going to go on. I'm going to win every last title in this organization. Once I do that, I'm going to go on into the Hall of Fame. They're going to look me up on Wikipedia, Google, anywhere that you can find a Hall of Fame. Anywhere. They're going to say the greatest of all time, the best wrestler to ever grace the 4 corners, is undoubtedly Tony Blaze. Without a shadow of a doubt. I feel bad for my opponents. Why do I feel bad? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you know right now. I feel bad for my opponents because these guys have no idea what they're getting themselves into. I am the best thing since sliced bread. I'm gracing SPW with my presence only because I'm the greatest. I'm not here to make friends. And I think I said this in my last video. I'm not here to play poker with you guys and have sleepover on Saturday nights. No. That's definitely not what I'm here for. Because if I was here for that, we could all be buddy and care bears and do all that other bullshit in the back any time of the day. But no, I'm not here for that. What I'm here for is to win titles, kick ass, and make a lot of money. Oh yes, money. At Resurgence, I begin my quest. The very beginning, the genesis of all of this. The genesis, you might say, of Tony Blaze. But as the sky is blue, as grass is green, I vow to make an impact. And trust me, I will. Oh yes, I will. At Resurgence, I'm coming in there with one purpose. One purpose, that's it. One purpose. To eliminate everyone that comes in my way. If you come in my way, I will hurt you. You guys may look at yourselves and say, he's a newcomer. He won't do shit. And I can take him. I'm tough. How tough are you, gentlemen? How tough are you? Do you really believe that you could take on Tony Blaze? Do you really believe that you can come to the ring and defeat the undefeatable? Ah, man. Now that I have your attention, Diamond Division, bring the camera closer. Diamond Division, beware. I'm coming.
Been very busy lately, and I am looking to keep it that way. And when you're the Instant Classic, you're going to be hella busy, and that's how the schedule is for me. But right now, with the last match that I did have with the triple threat match between myself, Chad Baker, and as well Stefan Guerrero, and my win, hopefully for the Gen X title, will be happening sooner rather than later. And now with the next match is a tag team match, this time with myself and as well Jay Krack. And even though I have not worked with him before, but I am looking to have an alliance with him. Hopefully we'll have no shenanigans and actually have this match be down the middle, because I know that being champion means a lot to us, and at least it means a lot to me being the Gen X champion, and I will stop at nothing, and it doesn't matter who will be my partner. I will be looking to get the Gen X championship and go one step further and being a champion, and I can feel the victory coming sooner rather than later, and it's coming so close. I can feel it already, and I cannot wait. I'm more than ecstatic to be able to keep on winning and to prove myself on how I am truly the Instant Classic. And you will see that even more now going into this next tag team match for SPW, and I cannot wait for it. So be on the lookout for another win, and I am looking to continue to do so. And until then, the instant classic, Dave Rivera is out this bitch. See you on the next episode.
Welcome back to SPW episode 4, ladies and gentlemen. The world champion, Daniel. Wait a second! That's supposed to be his tag team partner! That's supposed to be his partner for the night. That's the one! And wait, we just heard from this man, the instant classic, David Rivera has got the steel chair. Just beat Daniel Mars over the head with that chair! What is going on here? I think we have just found our 3 culprits on who has been taking out everyone for this match tonight. The one has been saying on the Facebook fan page that a new movement is coming to SPW. Could this be the new movement right here? Daniel Mars in an uphill battle, and the bell has rang, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Mars is going against COC, Conrad Ontavius Corleone, David Rivera, and the one right now. And Conrad Ontavius Corleone's attacking the ref. What is the Gen X champion doing? The referee's down, thanks to COC. Like a pack of hungry wolves. Conrad Ontavius Corleone, David Rivera, and the ringleader of it all, the one trying to take out the SPW World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Mars. Taking turns, just beating down the World Heavyweight Champion. But Daniel Mars on the prowl, on the fight back, but as soon as Mars tries to build any offense against either member of this new movement, he gets beat right down. And like we saw right there, David Rivera just strongly destroying him, the one cover, 1 count only kick out by Daniel Mars. This is sickening to see, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a second! Daniel Mars counters! Double DDT by Mars! There could be hope in this match yet for Daniel Mars. The SPW World Heavyweight Champion looking to take out the new movement here. These are 3 men looking to make names for themselves. And they have all aligned together to take out the World Heavyweight Champion. Big neck breaker there onto Daniel Mars. And cover here by the one count only. Daniel Mars proving why he is the SPW World Heavyweight Champion. Kicking out of everything, but the punishment could be too much for Daniel Mars. COC going for the cover here. Not even a 1 count. The Gen X champion trying to pin the SPW World Champion. Big uppercut on Daniel Mars. We got to cover again. 1. Kick out at 1. What in the hell is going on? This is one thing I never saw coming in all my years of college wrestling. I have never seen this happen before. Daniel Mars, though, battling back against the new movement. Looking to build some offense. And trying to work over the leg of David Rivera. Does Daniel Mars. Mars singling out the instant classic David Rivera. Wait a second. And now the Wolves are back on the attack. With a big reversal once again by the World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Mars. Daniel Mars, as soon as he builds the offense, this pack of hungry Wolves are on the attack. Back on the World Heavyweight Champion. I gotta know though, What is the Rose Garden thinking about this one here? I mean, Marco Rose has to be watching this as his World Heavyweight Champion is being decimated right now. David Rivera back on the attack. Now Rivera in the one. Big double team move. Destroying Daniel Mars, but Mars trying to fight back. Big net breaker on the one. Daniel Mars trying to fight back from all this. And David Rivera taking apart the announce table, now going back in the ring. Daniel Mars trying to do his best to fight back, double drop kick, taking down the World Heavyweight Champion and dropping a one with that big leg drop. This has to be academic here, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Mars, cover 1, 2, kick out at 2 by Daniel Mars, the World Heavyweight Champion, the UK sensation. Proving why he is here in SPW, why he is the SPW World Heavyweight Champion day in and day out. Here we go, kick, and now Mars on the attack, well, was on the attack. COC, the Gen X Champion, is not letting Daniel Mars get any offense here. Cover 1, 2, kick out at 2 by the SPW World Heavyweight Champion. This is beyond me. 2 of these men in this match were supposed to be Daniel Mars's goddamn tag team partners. Cover here by David Rivera, 1, 2, kick out at 2. David Rivera and the one were supposed to be teaming with Daniel Mars. Kick out at 2 once again by Mars. What is the ulterior motive here for these 3 gentlemen? And big double team once again on the World Heavyweight Champion. But Daniel effing Mars fighting back again. Mars just hit him with the instant Mars just got hit with the instant classic. Cover here. 1, 2, 3. It's over. It's over. Daniel Mars, just a victim of this mugging.
Time to show everybody in SPW that the new movement is here and not to be taken lightly.
The one, you are sickening. You are sickening. We'll see you guys at Resurgence.